So I'm going to play through the clean intro once, and then I'll break down each riff for you. I always fuck that part up. That was all Cameron's part, and his hands were a lot bigger than mine, so that's why I fucked a lot of that up. But I might have hit a couple of improper notes, but the tablature is accurate. Now we go into distortion. Play at full speed, then I'll break it down. So that's the pattern. So the part after the part I just played is the same exact thing as the clean intro, just played in distortion and slightly palm muted. I'll demonstrate it once. This is why I hate doing videos, because I'm not a perfect musician, but I can't fuck this up because he's going to think that that's what he's supposed to do then. Slowly now, once. So the tablature for this is the tablature for the clean intro. Again, it's the same part played in distortion. So this is going to be the part that's underneath the first lead that you hear. That's done a total of 6 times, I believe, before it gets to the verse part. So now we move on to the verse riff. I'll play it regular speed and then I'll break it down. So now I'll play through the riff slowly first, and then I'll break it down a little bit for So now I'll break down just the pattern. You'll have the tablature for the notes, but just a pattern for you so you know exactly what the picking pattern is. What I'll do is I'll start off slowly and I'll gradually build up the speed until it's at the original speed. Parts right after the verse part. So I'll break that down. So the bends are going to be on the 8th fret, the 5th fret, and the 1st fret. And that last chord that I'm hitting is just on the 1st fret, and you're only fingering the very 1st string. The other strings are it's one of those chords.
It's one of those Asking Alexandria things.
So this part is right after the last part. So I'll break that down. Now, the first part with those triplets is kind of alternating between the guitar and the snare drum, so that's why there's a couple of mutes there. So now we move on to the chorus. Alright, so I'll break that down now by the chord. The first chord is going to be on the 5th fret and the 8th fret, on the lower string and the 3rd string. That's both the C strings, and then your ring finger on the G string on the 7th fret. Second chord is going to be on between the 1st fret and the 5th fret, with the middle finger on the G string on the 3rd fret. And then that slides up between the 3rd fret and the 7th fret, with the middle finger on the 5th fret. And then at the end of the chorus it transitions. That's just between the 8th fret and the 12th fret, and then the finger that's on the 12th fret will go down to the 10th fret. So I'll play that through one more time. And that repeats 4 times. So this is the part directly after the chorus. Alright, so I'll break that down. I'll play through it once and then I'll break it down a little bit. So the actual notes that you pluck in between the palm mutes are mostly the lower C string and the higher C string, 3rd string down, and it's between 1 and 2, and between the 1st fret and the 4th fret on the C string, and then the 1st fret on the higher C string. And then at the end it's just kind of like a hammer on pull off kind of ordeal. Then the first pinch harmonic is a higher one on the G string, the second pinch harmonic on the 2nd frame is a lower harmonic on the lower C string. And then it repeats itself. Alright, so I'll play through it slowly one more time, then I'll play through it full speed one more time. So it goes back to the second verse, which is the same as the first verse. Only one thing changes, and I'll show you what that is. So the first verse riff kind of goes like this. That ending part's the part that changes. Instead of going, it's gonna go. So the only difference is it'll be in the tablature, of course, but otherwise the verse is the same. Now we move on to the breakdown riff. that down a little bit. It's mostly just chugging, open C chords for the most part. So after the breakdown, it's the chorus again, which I already showed you. Then the part after the chorus kind of goes into how the song ends, so I'll demonstrate that for you really break that down again. I showed you this part. Which is 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, open, and then 3, 2 on the C string.